Hello everybody, this is Master Jo Ching. Welcome to the episode 4 of ASKJC. Just to recap, ASKJC is a Q&A channel that allows you to ask anything on topics from Feng Shui, Folklores, Superstition, BaZi, I Ching, face reading, to Western Horoscopes and Astrology. And of course, if you have any doubts or questions about 奇门遁甲, you can also feel free to write in. Okay, but I will try to answer only those very basic and so-called general questions, because 奇门遁甲 is quite a sophisticated study. Alright, so every 1 to 2 weeks, I will try to reply some questions, normally 5 questions, from what you or the public have asked, and I will answer them via a video, normally posted up to YouTube. Alright, so same thing, this week we also have 5 questions, and I will start with question 1 from Miss Winnie. So Miss Winnie says that she heard from some old folks or some masters saying that she should not sleep facing west direction. Why is that so? Okay, so actually this was the first time that I encountered this question. Okay, so why shouldn't she be sleeping facing west? Okay, facing means your head is here, your leg is pointing towards the west. Okay, and of course people also like to ask me, why should not we, face with our legs pointing at the door? Okay, because that is the so-called dead corpse position. Yeah, but that has no basis to me. Alright, so let me try to attempt to answer this question. Some of the possibility that I have thought of. Okay, first thing first, because pointing your leg or your body towards the west, okay, in Chinese, some of them they say that, oh, you are pointing towards the west heaven. Chinese we say 西天, and sometimes 西天 also means you go to heaven, meaning after you die, you go to the heaven. So this could possibly mean that you're also sleeping like a corpse, and therefore it is unlucky to do so. Well, second possibility is that west is where the sun sets. Okay, so sunset sounds a bit like, everything going downhill. So it could be, well, saying that if you sleep in such a direction, things will go downhill for you because, well, we don't like sunset basically. Okay, third possibility that I can think of is, well, maybe the person is really advising Winnie that because if she face west, she will be sleeping with her head in the east direction, and that could be sleeping under the beam at her place. So therefore she's advised not to sleep facing west. Well, but anyway, in gist, putting yourself to sleep facing west direction is perfectly okay. Okay? It's basically too one-sided, okay, to say that, oh, you should not face west when you sleep. Because sometimes, according to the flying star or the Feng Shui of your room, facing west when you sleep could be the best choice, and it can give you a very good so-called energy, can give you very good luck basically. Alright, so there's no basis, put it this way. Question number 2, somebody asked me recently, my in-laws told me I should not hold my wedding event. Basically, I believe should be the entire wedding ceremony or even the registration of marriage on the 6th lunar month because it is bad. How come it is bad? So Mr. Sam asked about this. Alright, so actually there are some so-called saying behind this theory that one should not get married on the 6th lunar month. Let's take a look. Why? According to folklore, okay, folklore may not be real, but according to some write-up, the bride who marries during lunar 6 month is known as half month wife. A literal translation from Chinese. Okay, 半月妻, half month wife. What happened is that because 6 lunar month is halfway, right, towards the whole year. So meaning the second half is missing. I don't know which second half. Maybe they are referring to the body, you know, separated into half like this. Okay, just kidding. Yeah. So actually in gist, the meaning behind this implies a possible separation in future. And of course, they are also saying that you should either marry during the beginning of the year or the end of the year. So that in Chinese, they say 有头有尾. Either you have the head or you have the complete tail, you know. So everything is complete. There's a good start, or either you do it at a good start or you do it at a good ending. But again, whether this is true or not, well, I'll tell you in a short while. Okay, so remember, there's this saying called half month wife if you got married on the 6th lunar month. And some also say that a couple should not get married during 7 lunar months since it is also like halfway. Plus, the 7 lunar month usually is deemed as unlucky to hold any wedding event because it is the ghost month. Okay, so that is not very auspicious according to folklore or according to what common people say. And I've also heard that personally that lunar 3rd month is not advisable to get married because the man will then easily marry a peach blossom woman. What does peach blossom woman means? Peach blossom basically is a very sexual star. Okay, so I think what this so-called myth is trying to say is that the man will easily, you know, get a flirtatious wife. So of course this is not very good for the men. Okay. So whether what I have mentioned just now, is it really truth or myth? Okay. As a teacher who teaches wedding date selection, I'm talking about myself, and as an expert frequently interviewed by the media on so-called auspicious timing, auspicious date, and folklore. Okay, what I'm going to tell you here is that keep calm and say no to superstition. So actually, whatever has been mentioned just now about a half-month wife, one that cannot get married at the 7th month or 3rd month, okay, or one cannot even get married during Qingming, Tomb Sweeping Day, or, you know, ghost months. All these are, you know, there are no basis. Okay, there are no basis. All right, so those are like superstition. Okay, and basically, in terms of date selection, every month there should be a few good dates and timing for any type of event. Okay, including people say that ghost month or Qingming cannot do renovation. Again, this is not true. Okay, it is just superstition. Well, there is no basis at all, nothing to support it, no evidence to support it. Okay, so if you don't believe, very easy. Go and talk to your relative or any friends that got married. Okay, the older folks, maybe your auntie, uncle, that has gotten married during those months. See whether they have divorced or not. Okay, just do your own research. Okay, I'll move on. Question 3, I got this question from Jocelyn. She said that she thought she should be lucky this year because she's born under snake zodiac sign. However, she seemed to encounter a lot of challenges at work with the boss. Why? Okay, why? Let's take a look at the snake. Generally, the snake zodiac sign has actually quite a number of very, very positive stars. Some are even like grade A, you know. Although there's also a fair share of negative stars, but basically all these negative stars are not very major. And so-called Jocelyn has read many so-called those 2018 12 zodiac sign book, and many has said that snake is good, you know. will enjoy good luck in 2018, etc., etc. But she is not enjoying any good luck, especially when it comes to work. Okay, you see, the positive star for snake will be Emperor star, Dragon virtue, year wealth, nuptial bird. So it looks like everything in terms of career, money, as well as relationship should be quite blessed. Well, something I gotta highlight here is that, you see, to be more accurate about a person's destiny within that year, one should look at the 4 pillar of destiny or the BaZi. Okay, so under the BaZi here, 4 pillar of destiny, sorry, the zodiac actually only occupies 1 out of 8 character. You know, this is the zodiac, which parks under year branch. This is year stamp, this is year branch, you see. So, well, the accuracy you can say is only 1 out of 8. Okay, it's very, very generic. Okay, I must tell you as a BaZi professional. All right, and BaZi actually involves a lot of aspects also. Not only just to look at your DNA, all right, it also covers a luck cycle. So Jocelyn could be, you know, going through a rough patch this year, even though the zodiac generally is good. But when we take a holistic view over her BaZi, well, this year, which is actually the Earth Dog year, could have come in to basically have some conflicting energy with the entire BaZi. All right, there could be some potential clashes with the other part of the BaZi. All right, and personally, she could be also going through some rough patch during her 10-year or even 5-year luck cycle. Okay, so I just want to do a comparison between zodiac sign forecast and BaZi. Okay, so let me just talk about it. 3 pointers here. Zodiac sign forecast, just purely based on your zodiac, is one of the oldest forms of fortune telling tool. I must say that it's very, very generic luck analysis tool. Imagine there are 1 million snake born in 1965. Then do all of them share the same destiny? This is the first question we must ask. All right. It is the accuracy, okay, is pretty low. Nevertheless, it is easy to understand, and therefore it is very popular because a lot of laymen like this. Nowadays, I realize the trend is that people like easy stuff, but sometimes stuff that are oversimplistic, stuff or subject that are too easy may not give you the desired result and outcome, especially when we are talking about zodiac sign forecast. Comparing to BaZi, which is one of the most established fortune-telling tools, alongside with, let's say, Ziwei Dousu, Vedic astrology, okay, or Western astrology, all right, where we have to, in terms of Western astrology, Vedic astrology, we have to even key in the hour and minutes of birth, okay. BaZi is itself very, very comprehensive luck analysis, because not only from the BaZi you can look at the yearly luck, we can also look at the so-called 10-year cycle. We can look at your relationship with your next of kin, father, mother, wife, siblings, children. We can look at the wealth capacity of a person, the marriage quality of the person, and etc., etc., to predict events relating to when will I get rich, when will I get promotion, when will I divorce, when will I get married, when will I go into litigation, dispute, when will I see so-called helpful people coming in, and so many things. When will I have my love luck, my romance luck, when will I meet somebody. So it's very comprehensive, very all-rounded, you know, very, very high accuracy, although it requires a lot of effort to learn. I will not say it is an easy subject, okay. People may even take years to master this skill, okay. So of course BaZi is definitely more accurate. All right, so to answer Jocelyn's question, this is how I will present this thing to her, just to to tell her that if you really want very, very thorough and very, very accurate analysis, you should get your 八字 read and not just solely rely on television program or those 2018 so-called animal sign forecast book to DIY, put it this way. Okay, thank you. Question 4, I got a question from Miss Ching. Miss Ching said, I would like to buy a condo in Singapore. And can you tell me which part of Singapore should I stay based on my 八字? I think this is quite a frequently asked question. Okay, so that's my take. Next page. Basically, authentic Feng Shui system does not need to analyze one's 八字before he or she find a compatible house. I mean, seriously, when you engage me, I don't really need to analyze thoroughly your 八字first before I recommend a house to you. Okay? To me, every estate, every place in the country, in Singapore, has good Feng Shui house. Even for the place, say, where a lot of rich people stay in Singapore, we have Bukit Timah. There are also very lousy Feng Shui houses, on the contrary. Okay? Anyone that stays in a good Feng Shui house will naturally, automatically enjoy good fortune, you know, and vice versa. That means anyone that stays in a bad Feng Shui house will enjoy, so-called, sorry to say enjoy, but will experience bad luck. Okay, sometimes it may not be totally bad, but certain houses seriously will bring issue to relationship, to career, to money, to the health. So to me, is that as long as the house fulfills a set of required Feng Shui rules and principles, anybody can stay. Anybody can buy. Okay? So, you know, some people, they actually go a bit further. They say that, oh, in my 八字, I like water. So should I stay in the north because north represents water? Or should I stay near Marine Parade because Marine Parade has a lot of sea water? Or should I stay Bedok Reservoir because it's in front? I'm fronting a reservoir. Actually, this is a common misconception. Your 八字 and your Feng Shui, they are of two different axes. One is axis Y, one is axis X, you know. So they are of a different plane, put it this way. Okay? So what it's trying to say is that even if you don't like water in your 八字, you can stay in a condo that has swimming pool next to you. No worries about that. Alright? You can still stay somewhere near a reservoir. Okay? So I just want to tell you and reassure you that Feng Shui does not work like this. Okay? I just want to use an analogy to say that to answer this question is basically let's say I give a very good car, Mercedes, BMW, a new one, very comfortable. So anybody that drives and operates inside will feel the comfort, will enjoy, you know, so-called the speed, the comfort level, the whatever, you know, branding that the cars bring you. Okay? So don't worry. Just go ahead. Main thing is that you need to make sure that your house fulfill the set of Feng Shui rules and regulation. And in this regard, you probably have to really get a Feng Shui master to help you. Okay? My general suggestion here in terms of looking for a house, especially a condo, well, these are very general, okay? These are very general. There are, of course, a lot of calculations involved because every house also, we need to calculate the flying star chart, for example. We need to look at where the main door open and what is the environment, the immediate urban city landform. Well, but I try not to, before I, you know, download all these very so-called technicalities on you, I would like to give you some general suggestions first. Okay, bullet point number 1. Find a condo with balcony faces, with your balcony facing either the north or south direction. Based on my experience, I have actually seen more than 1,000 HDB condo and other houses. I've actually become a HDB expert, to be frank. Based on my experience, houses facing north or south, okay, especially together with point number 4 here, built after 1984, all right, they are better houses. In terms of flying star chart, you are able to get very good flying stars. For example, 688616614114. You see, so all this number that I just read out are flying star combination that one will find easier to get. Okay, especially easier for the main door to be located at. All right. Next is I want you to ensure that the layout is of a regular shape, no missing sectors, because missing sectors can lead to health issue. For example, okay, if your north sector is missing, and if you already have some bladder, kidney problem, then after moving in, it will aggravate the issue. All right, just like if the northeast sector is missing, you are very susceptible to lower back problem, to digestive issue. Okay, even fingers, sinus. Okay, so make sure the layout is regular, either squarish or rectangular. Try not to have really serious missing sectors. There's no way you can use a mirror to reflect back, trust me. Number 3, make sure the unit is not cut by any sharp corners or edges or adjacent building. Please take a look at the picture here. For example, your unit should not be seeing another sharp corner of the opposite block. Excuse me. Or this is the recent case that I've been to. A lot of condominiums nowadays, they are built like this. I don't want to mention the condo name, but it's somewhere in the Simei, okay, eastern part of Singapore. So I went there. You see, this is the lift shaft, and the lift shaft cuts into the main door. And this is very bad. This is called war knife. Definitely you're going to get one-time surgery, accident, etc. Okay? Excuse me. And number 5, kitchen or toilet should not be in the middle of the house. Okay? So you should, find the middle point of a house and make sure that, either one is not there. Question number 5. I'm staying very near to a MRT or LRT track. Is it bad feng shui? One of the audience that came for my talk asked me. So, you see, looking at all this, first picture here, it is not very good if your units, first thing first, is on the same level with the track, and especially on this side, on this picture, on this side, this right hand side of this track, because it is like cutting by the track. This thing is like a knife, the sickle. So, but it is okay if you happen to stay on the other side of the track, so you are embraced. Nevertheless, if possible, seriously don't try to buy a unit at the same level with the track. Okay, this Chinese word is called 拦腰煞. 拦腰煞 means basically this track here is going to cut you. Okay, it is like a 煞气. So let's say you are at level 8. I will also advise you not to buy anything immediately below level 8 or immediately above level 8. Okay, because you will be impacted by it. Okay, so this is not auspicious. So I've come to the end of today's AskJC. If you are interested, if you have some doubts, feng shui doubts, or questions about the Chinese metaphysics, just click on the link below to post your question. You can click it here, so I'm going to post this link onto my Facebook fan page, onto the comment box of the YouTube. So you can click and post your question. All right. Or you can also email us if you want to at academy@destinyasia.com.sg. Visit us at our website or come and add me, follow me at Master Jo Ching Facebook page. All right. So thank you very much for watching and have a good day.